there, friends? A dish you've been asking me for the longest time. Chef, come up with something interesting for vegetarian. If you have some vegetarian friends or family members, this is the dish to make for you. Orecchiette Bolognese. You go, Bolognese? Bolognese got meat, it's got sausage. I replaced the meat and the sausage. You'll see with what. It's fantastic. You'll never know in a million years that this is not a traditional recipe. Plus, it's got the sofrito in there. It's got all kind of goodies. It tastes exactly like a regular bolognese, except it's vegetarian. I know you're gonna love it. I'm glad you're here. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. Stay tuned, friends. We're doing it right now. Okay, friends, it doesn't mean because it's not gonna have any sausage or meat that it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna use, as a meat filler, I'm gonna use portobello mushroom. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with them, okay? And I got some onion going, and look. I know I show you all the time. Look at this, it's called a Florida sweet. I get it at that vegetable store I buy in, for those of you that live in the area in Florida, it's in Pompano. It's called Buy Their Fruit, right? Buy Their Fruit. Strange name for a vegetable store. It's a little vegetable store. They got the best tomato, and check it out. I mean, when I said I put an onion, you may have to put 2 or 3, depends where you are. It's a sweet onion. It's delicious. All right, look, guys. I got it right there going, you see, and it's getting nice and golden brown a little bit, right? And then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you how to clean this guy, okay? I have a video, by the way, on that I did. I think it may have been the first video we did when we had the cooking school, right? One of the first video that we released when we started the channel again, because we never really started until 19 or 20 or whatever year it was because of COVID. And I think we released a video. If you like portobello mushroom, I got a fantastic way to prepare them. Anyway, so first you remove this because this turns not so good, and the stem tastes like nothing, okay? So you don't want to keep it in there. And then what I do, friends, is I take the mushroom and I cut it, just cut it in little dice. This is gonna replace the meat. So for all of our vegetable friends that have been requesting for me to do a vegetarian, 100% vegetarian dish, I'm happy to let you know that this is it, my friends. You're gonna love it. It's really delicious. So even if you're a vegan, you're gonna like it. You may not finish to put the cheese like I'm gonna put at the end. I'm gonna put some Parmigiano Reggiano. But I promise you, it's gonna taste almost as good as if you had the sausage in there. I say almost because obviously can't be exactly the same, right? So we're gonna take the mushroom, and now we're gonna saute those mushroom, friends, and we're gonna get rid of all the water in there. And let me tell you, crank the heat, because I had it at very low, because I didn't want to worry about it. I'll tell you about the other ingredients in a minute. Let me clean up everything, okay? All right, friends, so now, what we're gonna do, we are going to put some salt and saute now. The salt, you can use regular salt. There'll be nothing wrong with this. But if you have it, I got a porcini mushroom salt. I'm telling you, friends, look at this. It smells like a porcini mushroom. Oh, it's got porcini in it. It's a mushroom dust, porcini mushroom dust, that is mixed with a beautiful Mediterranean sea salt. I'm telling you, it smells amazing. Put a little salt in there. You don't have porcini mushroom salt? Who's got mushroom salt? You know, unless you buy from a special store, you're not going to have it. You buy regular salt. It'll be perfectly fine to use kosher salt. But if you got it, it's the time to use it now, my friend. And no bacon in this recipe, okay? So now, The salt is gonna draw some. It's gonna help us draw some moistures out of this, and we're gonna saute. It smells amazing already. I'm telling you, if you have kids or if you have friends that are vegetarian and you don't know what to cook for them, you make them that, they're gonna be like, whoa! It really is delicious. You can also make it with ground tofu. Just saying, you could if you wanted to. I gotta clean my knife. I'm not gonna do it now because I don't need it, but I gotta clean up everything. It drives me nuts. So look, friends, I got fresh thyme. You could use sage, rosemary, but pick one. Don't go out there. Thyme, fresh, rosemary, sage, tarragon. Your palate gets confused. A little bit of garlic. I don't know how much yet, but well, if you were here, you wouldn't believe it. The smell, and you know what's amazing is the mushroom when they start having a nice color like that, they have a fantastic texture. Fantastic texture. Garlic. Then we're gonna put some chopped parsley. Then we're gonna put some tomatoes. I got a 28-ounce can of tomato. And as you can see, there's a lot of water. Sometimes in those tomatoes, they have a lot of water. And so I put tomato paste to offset with that. All right, so 28 ounces of tomatoes. I got about 4 ounces of tomato paste. I don't know what we're going to put in there. We're going to see. And then I got 3 or 4 carrots. Then I shred it with a cheese grater. It's easier. It's easier if you do that, okay? So now look, guys, those are perfect right now. So we're gonna put our carrots in there, shredded carrots, and celery diced very, very small, okay? Not brunoise, but very, very small, all right? And we're gonna continue sauteing this for a second. We'll keep an eye on it, sweating it. I forgot to tell you, I started with a little bit of olive oil. Let me put just a little bit more olive oil, yeah? Just a little bit of olive oil. I started with a tablespoon of olive oil. I got another one in here. So 2 tablespoons of olive oil would be great. All right. And we're going to saute that. We're going to sweat all those vegetables. And then we're going to add a little bit of red wine. You don't drink red wine? Consider it first. But if you still don't, then we're going to use vegetable stock. All right, now let me tell you about this vegetable stock first. You can certainly make vegetable stock. It's not complicated, right? This vegetable is called bona fide. It is 100% organic. No, really, I'm telling you, if you look at the ingredients, friends, they even have filtered water, organic onion, organic celery, organic carrots, organic blah, 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 organic leek, organic, everything is organic in there. And organic parsley, and organic black peppercorn, and organic garlic. Not one product, preservative, additive, coloring, or flavoring. Not one. So when I saw it at the store, I said, you know what? Maybe it's good. Amazing. Really, really good. I think it's a little expensive, but if you were to make your own vegetable stock, I think I have a recipe for vegetable stock. It's very expensive to make good stock. All the vegetables you got to put in it. It costs you the same amount of money, and this is really delicious. So check it out. See if it is in your store. The other stock they make a chicken stock and another one. I don't think so. I'm not going to pick on them because they do a nice job on this, but their chicken stock, they need some help. I thought. Let me see if their beef or chicken stock is worth. Sometimes you don't have time to make it. Don't think about it unless they do some work for improving it. It's not so good. They're not gonna like I said that, but we gotta be honest. They do a good job here. Go back to cooking school and learn how to make a chicken stock, Mr. Bonafide. All right, friends. You're sweating your vegetables, your carrots, and your celery. Sofrito. Traditional to put a sofrito when you're making a bolognese. Not that this is a traditional Bolognese, that's for sure. Now, this wine right there, again, French wine, you could put Italian wine, made with organic wine, grapes. Well, I'm really in the organic mode today, friends. Put a little wine in there, eh? I don't know, a glass and a half, 8 ounces, 10, 12 ounces, I don't know. Okay, now, whenever you're putting wine, what do you have to do, friends? What do you have to do when you're putting wine? Okay, now this is half a bottle, 2 glasses. You have to let it reduce. Let it reduce. You smell it. Now, you know, I have this question all the time, ask, do you use cooking wine or normal wine? Cooking wine should be illegal. Have you ever tested cooking wine? Now, what do you think? It's going to get better if you cook it 20 minutes? From really, really, really bad, you're going to put it in a pot, and somehow, magically, it's going to get better if you bring it to boil. It's like completely the opposite. You're putting crappy wine, oh, excuse my French, in the pot. Guess what you're going to have? A crappy sauce. So put the wine you're willing to drink. If you're willing to drink a 3-barrel of wine, and put it in there because you're okay with that. I can't drink a 3-barrel of wine. Okay, so I'm not saying go out and spend a fortune. Buy a decent barrel of wine, let it cook, and educate your palate, friends. When I say reduce the wine, you usually kind of reduce it by half. Clean your pot. You normally kind of like to reduce it by half. How do you know if it's reduced by half? You can't tell in here if there's half of it left. So you know what you do, friends? You take a little sip of it and you test it. Okay? Now remember, considering then it's a decent wine to begin with, right? And if it's nice and smooth, you know it's reduced enough. If you test it and it's bad, keep cooking it. And hopefully it'll get nice and smooth, okay? All right, let's give it some flavor. Eh? Let's get going here, because enough talking. In the meantime, I gotta wait for this to be reduced anyway, so I might as well talk about something. You said I talk too much. Did I tell you when I had a radio show talking about talking too much? Let me do something first. Look, a little bit of fresh time. When I had a radio show, the last 15 minutes of my radio show. It was called a Cooking Affair with Jean-Pierre on WFTL 1400. And I had a radio show that was funny. 1.5, 2 tablespoons, 1.5, 2 tablespoons of chopped garlic. Chopped garlic. Well, it's fragrant. Anyway, so the last 3/4 of the show, the last quarter of the show, for 45 minutes, it was a 1-hour show. I would open up the phone, and people would call and ask me questions about food, about whatever was in their mind. It was an open forum. And I remember this guy called and said, yeah, we like your show, but you talk too much. And I'm like, hello, it's a radio show. What do you want me to do, dance? Thank goodness you don't want me to dance, because I can't dance, but how cool would that have been? Hey, what are you doing? I'm dancing. You can't see? Oh, you can't see because it's a radio show. What do you want me to do besides talking? That was a good one, right? All right, friends. Wine is reduced. Garlic, I can smell it. We're going to put about a couple of cups of this beautiful vegetable stock. That was about a couple of cups. That's how you should measure. I mean, really. You think it's going to make a difference if there's 2 cups or a cup and 3/4? No. This is the whole can of tomato, chopped tomatoes. We're going to put it in here. It smells amazing in here, my friends. It smells amazing. I'm going to put that in there like that. And the pasta, I think I'm going to serve it with orecchiette. Orecchiette. That means little ear in Italian. Orecchiette. Put the tomato paste right there. Put that in there, and that's going to give us some body, because right now you can see there's a lot of liquid in there. Don't put it on the side of the stove. Put it in the stove, in the pot. All right. Then let's look. Oh, you know what? We haven't put anything yet, my friends. We haven't put any salt and pepper yet. So I think it's time to do that. Now, you know the traditional Bolognese sauce has a little bit of milk. We're going to put a little parsley now, and we're going to add more. Now, this, my friend, a lot of you have discovered that you buy it online. You buy it in grocery store, and it's harissa. And harissa, that gives it an amazing flavor. Now, this is a mild one because they didn't have any more of the spicy. I normally like the spicy harissa. It's a brand of a Moroccan hot sauce, but it's not really hot unless you have the spicy one. Then it's a little bit harissa. And Harissa, and the brand of it is Mina. But whatever brand you can find, friends. I like it. It gives it a je ne sais quoi in there. So, did I tell you that in the Italian, in the traditional recipe, they put a bit of milk in there? And I think we should do it too. Because we're going to go a little traditional, okay, friends? Where is the meat? The traditional, you got to put meat in there. Well, there's no meat here. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. That you have to measure, eh? And then let's see if we can find the milk. Here you go. Let's put a little bit of milk in there, friends, okay? You don't have to put the milk if you don't want to, but there you go. Now you can't say it's not traditional. I can see the Italian going, what? No meat, no sausage? It's going to be delicious. So here's what we're going to do, friends. We're going to bring it to boil, which is already boiling now. And then we're going to reduce the heat very slowly. Bloop, 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 bloop. Very slowly. Not like, see, like it's going way too fast. You see right there? Bloop, 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 bloop. No. Bloop. Reduce it. Let it go slowly. Take a spatula. Look. Go around, see? Clean. Not only it's great because nothing burns. See, look, all of a sudden, it's not going banana. You know, it's going very slowly, right? You know, it's funny. There's expressions that are really American. Like, it's not going banana. In French, I don't think that you say that. No, you don't say that. You say that in French, they would think you're a nut. You know, a lot of people say to me, why don't you do your show in French? I don't think so. I would be terrible. I would love to do it in French because I have so many of my friends that are in France. But when I talk to them, they go, you know, half of your word are in English, half of it are in French. I don't understand what you just said. My mom used to say the same thing. Why don't you just speak French, she said to me. But I do. She said, no, 3 words you said, I have no idea what they were. Anyway, my friends, don't cover it. Never cover a tomato sauce. Now, whenever you see somebody cover a tomato sauce, go another channel. Right? You want to let the water come out. The acidity of the tomato is usually in the water. Let the water out of there. And then plus we need it to have consistency. Look at it. It's all watery. So we're going to let this cook for about an hour and see how we go. And then when we come back, I'm going to mix it up with the orecchiette pasta, which I'm going to cook. And then I'm going to put some Parmigiano Reggiano. And I'm telling you, you'll never know this doesn't have any meat in it. Well, you probably would know. But I'll see you in a minute, friends. Okay, friends, I got about a pound of pasta. It's probably a little more than I need. I probably have more sauce than I need. That's why I don't want to put the pasta in here, because that might be too much sauce. And I'd rather have too much sauce than not enough sauce. So I'm gonna put the sauce in a pot, and then we'll decide how much. I forgot to tell you, but I added some basil, and I ended up adding a little bit more milk. I have. I got to put a little bit of fresh parsley at the end. I ended up putting a whole cup of milk. So I don't remember how much I added at the beginning, but not enough. The milk is soften everything. I don't know, some kind of it's a magical ingredient in this sauce, where and it's very traditional to put a little bit of milk in there. My mom used to do it all the time, and it just marries all the ingredients together. I know it's not a traditional bolognese, but it doesn't matter. It looks beautiful. I added some basil, a bunch of basil leaves that I chopped up at the last minute. I got Parmigiano Reggiano grated right there, and I'm going to put, oh, mamma mia, you know what I like to do to the pasta, friends? Especially when they're hot, I like to put a little bit of butter in there. And I know I'm going to put the sauce, and you know, you can put butter. Oh, let me turn this off. You can put the butter in the sauce. There'll be nothing wrong with that. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You see, just like, sometimes I just like to eat it just like that, the pasta. Just a little butter, a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. It's delicious. But just when they come out, right? And then what we're going to do, friends, we're going to add the sauce right in there like this. And we're going to find out. I may just take it and put it all in here. Let me see. Let me get a spoon. Let me see how I look. You know what? I look good. Let me put it all in there. It'll be easier to mix together than this pot right there. And I got a little pasta water in there, which is great. We're going to mix it all in here and see. We're going to mix it all in here, my friends. So what, if I have a little extra sauce, I do not mind. Oh, yeah. We're looking good. You see, it's not going to be extra sauce. No. It'll be the right amount of sauce. Sometimes I get lucky, you know, quantity-wise. I just guess sometimes. Oh, I put a pound of pasta in there, and it worked out perfect. You see, those are the orecchiette. And let me tell you, my friend, remember, this is vegetarian. You'll never know. You'll never know in a million years. You'll never know. The Italian, I go, yeah, sure we won't. Yeah, I love the one I make with a spicy Italian sausage. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, the traditional one I made with the beef is also delicious. But look, see, that was not too much sauce. It's actually, it required that much. I'm telling you, friends, look at this. So what we're going to do, we're just going to pour it in here. Let me not put it all over the place. Otherwise, Jackie's going, okay, which camera is it going to be? Which one are we going to do? That's it, just a little bit like this. All right, now, I'm going to do something that you don't necessarily do in the traditional, but I don't care. This is not traditional. This is for all of our vegetarian friends, or if one night you just don't feel like meat. You know, look at that. Look at beautiful day. Oh, look at it. Look at this, friend. You see? Right, and you know, now I know I have some basil also. I like to put just a touch of the chopped parsley, and I should have some basil left. I should. I like to put a tree of basil in there, my friends. Let me tell you, I promise you, trust me when I tell you this, my friends. I know it's not the traditional recipe, but you're going to love it. Look at this. Look at this, my friends. For all of our vegetarian friends that have been asking me to cook vegetarian dishes, now for the vegan people, you got to put your cheese, whatever cheese you put on here. But for all the vegetarian, this is 100% vegetarian. And you're not looking at it, you'll never know. You'll never know in a million years. Then this is not your traditional bolognese. Remove the tree and eat. And let me tell you, my friends, this is gorgeous. After, yeah, yeah. You know, it's funny because here's what you should do. Oh. You see the steam coming out of my mouth? Cook it for some of your friends, and don't tell them it's a vegetarian one. Just say, tell me what you think of my bolognese. They're gonna love it. My friend, I had a ball making it. I really did. I remember I used to make it at the cooking school a lot. And people were like, oh, if you didn't tell me, I would never know. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, friends. And don't forget to ring the bells. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Wow. They're going to love this, let me tell you. See, a lot of people are not going to look, they're not going to watch the video because they're going to think, vegetarian is no good. But look at this. You know what you could do, though? You can put a little more cheese in there, though. I think more cheese is going to be better. More butter, more cheese. You know you can't go wrong with butter and cheese. Oh, let's eat. Boy, it's nice and hot.